Hello, lovelies. Okay, twin flame truth bombs. Twin flame.
Truth bomb.
We got so much responses with our twin flame truth bombs.
And we want you to
Truth
keep
bombs.
them coming. So keep telling us if you want more truth bombs. Just write it in the messages, the comments below. Truth bombs, please.
Yes, twin flame truth bombs, please. All right. Let's do this. Let's get this party started. I'm high vibing. I always high vibe when we're doing twin flame truth bombs because I like dropping you guys truths in this journey. This journey is cray, so truths are needed because it's like funny. It's funny when you hear like false stuff and you're like, no, that has nothing to do with the journey. You can like stop doing that now. And then feel good and be like, oh shoot, good. Thank you. Okay, so let's drop some truth bombs, love. What truth bombs we got? What truth bombs do you want to go over?
Let's go over this one. We get this a lot. You need to ignore your twin flame for them to come.
Ooh, no. Why do you have to ignore your twin flame? Okay, so there's a misconception that you need to hide and run from the connection. Okay, what you need to do, so this is a twin flame truth bomb. It's like a tongue twister. Twin flame truth bomb drop, okay? You don't need to ignore your person. You don't need to run from your person. You don't need to hide from your person. They are you. Even if you are physically like hiding, you're not going to hide very far because they're you. So that's impossible. It's almost pretending that you don't have a person. They're you. There's no way that you can hide from your person. They will find you. The energy will find itself. Okay. No, you don't need to ignore your person. What you do need to do, and so this is where energy comes into play. This is an energetic connection, and there is an addictive energy that gets like activated when you are in this connection. Once soul recognition happens, and there becomes like this repellent where you're like super pushing, like, oh my gosh, and they are super pulling, there becomes a place where you become super addictive, like addicted. So addicted that you don't even know your energy's going and spewing out to your person. Now, at that point, you do need to detox from the addictive energy. You need to know how to work through this addictive energy. We created a 30-day detox to allow you to see and know how the addictive energy is and how you can work through it. Once you do that, once you release the addictive energy, align with soul, your person's going to start coming in. Just because you're ignoring them doesn't change that they're going to keep coming in. Your soul's going to keep bringing you more and more ways to balance your connection. I actually don't recommend you hiding from the connection. When they're coming towards you, you can balance that when the time and situation comes. However, if you are hiding or choosing to ignore them coming in when they're ready to balance, they're ready to be balanced, for you to use this as a way to shift through your connection. It's your choice on how you want to balance it. It just is. And so if your person's coming in and you feel like you're ready and you want to balance the connection, then you balance it. Like me and my person are in a permanent relating experience. If I ran from them for the rest of my life, I would never be able to receive this amazing oneness that we are. I would never receive this huge spiritual shift and growth of our soul merging. That's what it feels like. It feels like our soul is merging. I'm sure I'm just elevating myself in a higher scale of consciousness, and they're feeling that energetic shift within me, and they're matching my energy. And we are honestly living our best life. I feel like he is his best version and I'm my best version. So let's go back to that again. My person's coming in. I've detoxed from them. My person's coming in. I'm just going to ignore them forever. I'm going to ignore them for as long as I can. Us consistently balanced, I would have missed out. And time's an illusion anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I would have missed out this whole growth with us together in a permanent correlating experience where I'm at peace. I'm living my best life. He's living his best life. There's no reason to deny the connection when they're ready. Once you're balanced, you can balance your person back in. Once you know how this works, there's no reason to hide. You can trust your own resonance and how to balance this connection without running and hiding. Now, if you don't trust or know how to work through the energy yet, totally understand. It took a while for me to allow him to come in without me having to take my time in sipping in their energy, my energy back in through them. You don't need to ignore your person. You don't need to play games. Doing that, right? Ignoring or blocking or deleting for a little bit to feel better isn't for them. This is for you to feel better, to work through it. But when they are coming in and they are ready to come in, you can balance your connection through you working through the energy. Initially, in the detox, it kind of does look like that, where you are ignoring them, but it's not that way. It isn't to play games. It isn't to give them back like, oh, they ghosted me, I'm gonna ghost them back. It's not like that. We're not playing games. This is energy, and I love myself so much that I'm gonna choose me before I allow this addictive energy to come between us. I love myself so much that I'm going to trust my intuitiveness that is telling me that I'm in addictive energy right now. And so for that reason, I'm going to have to release you. I'm going to have to delete you. I'm going to have to block you until I get to a place where I'm ready to bring you back in and work through it. But I'm not ignoring I will ever ignore my person. It's not in the 3D. It may look like, hey, I have to, don't ever think that there's a time frame or a timeline in your connection and how and when you're ready for it. When soul is ready, it keeps bringing itself, and you're going to manage through it through your energy and your connection together. Don't ignore your person. When you're aligned with soul and you're balanced, they're not going to let you ignore them. They're going to start showing up. They're showing up. They're going to pop up in your house, start showing up at your workplace. And it's not them being psycho or anything. It's energy. Soul is come this way, go over here. And the next thing you know, you're both at the gas station putting gas. And you're like, what the heck? I've been ignoring you. It's not a game to be played. This is your energy. You're balancing through your energy. And when they're ready to come in, you can balance that too when you're ready. When you're ready. And that's how you can work your way into a permanent correlating experience, is the energy it doesn't come in between us anymore. I might get triggered, but I know how to lose and I work through them to where it doesn't impact us. They're not running. And why the hell would I run if they're not running? There's no push and pull anymore. It just is. And we're being together. It's perfect. What do you think, Lev?
So I want to be very, very clear with ignoring versus initiating. So the question again, you need to ignore your twin flame for them to come. That doesn't mean you need to go and initiate communication, because initiating is often from mind. It's thinking that you need to do something and there's nothing to be done. So I just really want to be clear. Ignoring and initiating are totally two separate conversations, right? When your person comes back in, that's what we're talking about. When your person comes back in, a lot of people will give advice to ignore them. And Joanne and I are saying you don't need to ignore them when they're coming back in. You need to learn how to manage the energy that springs forth because of them coming back in. So when they want to come back in, you get to choose now. You get to choose, is my energy at a place where it's okay to communicate back with them? Am I in a place where I feel like I can communicate through soul and not through mind? And that's what you're working on. So if you have to ignore, it's not ignoring, how you said, Joanne, it's not ignoring to play games. It's ignoring for this moment because my energy is in a place of mind. I want to create stories right now. So I'm just going to Wuza, back it up and not respond until I'm in the place energetically where I know it's not going to push my person away. And then you get to a place of, okay, I'm now at that point, I can communicate again. I can communicate with them. And the same thing for the next time they respond, because they will respond if you keep responding through soul. So if you respond through soul and they come back again, they send another message. Again, it's not ignoring to play games or, hey, you took 2 days to get back to me, I'm going to make sure I take 3 days to get back to you. It's not like that.
That won't work here too. Any of those games won't work.
It's not BS yourself. So you can't BS soul. They can feel the energy that's attached to you playing games. But so you see how they come in, and then always you're judging your own energy to determine if it's okay to respond and interact. And that's the thing we want you guys to take away today, is you don't need to ignore. However, you do need to not respond if you're in mind, and only respond, initiate contact when your energy allows and you're in a place of soul, so that they can keep sending you messages, keep coming to your workplace, keep coming to your house. They're going to be wanting good soul energy from you. So no matter what happens, they're going to keep trying to find ways to bring it to themselves. So
I think those coaches they ignore, meanwhile, they probably can't gauge where you're at and where your energy is. So the safe thing to say is, ignore. Because technically, when you're keeping yourself from not pushing, you'll never push, which is good, right? It's safe. But how are you ever going to
grow? You can't grow if you're constantly
How are you going to be able to work through the triggers? How are you going to be able to work through communicating? How are you going to be? That's if you want to. And I guess that's when you choose. If you don't choose to be with your twin flame and you would prefer solitude and a soulmate, then ignore them. They're going to keep popping up because they're your soul. So they're going to want to be a friend or some way, shape and form, be in your life. And your energy is balanced enough to where they keep coming in and they keep trying to initiate contact. And the way you're engaging or interacting with them is by ignoring them. You're not allowing yourself to work through the energy of how they're coming in. And I guess there's levels too in the way they come in. And we have a balancing product that we created for every situation. Every single situation that arises is really you bringing it back to you working through your energy, you making it about you. And as a byproduct, your person's always going to seek and want your energy because it's you, their energy, your energy, your soul is them. So when you are vibrating in soul's energy, they're drawn to it. The plan behind ignoring, I think that's what the plan is, right? Like the thought process behind why ignoring might be a good solution temporarily is because it allows you to work and understand the energy.
It doesn't allow you to intermingle the energies, though. It allows you to work. Ignoring allows you to work through your energy spikes, but it doesn't allow you to through the intermingling of both energies together. That's its own separate, we call it the art of balancing, right? It's the art of balancing the energy of both of you. Now you're mixing up both energies.
That's what we call the big leagues. The art of balancing is the big leagues. And if you are at this place and you're at this situation, I mean, this is why we created Capucho, is because we really want to get deeper. Like I think the first steps in this connection is really learning how to balance, understanding the addictive energy, working through it, knowing not to push anymore. And then when you get to this point in place where now they're coming at you, you have to really have and work through this art of when both of your energy together, coexisting together, where it's peaceful, it's calm, it's soul. It's soul. It's so amazing. Like, okay, we're magnetic, right? Your soul, you're magnetic. They come to you. And the first thing, the mind wants to judge how to engage. And because we don't know how to engage and interact, it's easier to hide than making a mistake. But it's those interactions together that allows you to work through the engagement together. And that's why it's an art. It's an art of you working through your energy through them. It's so beautiful. And then when they're here and they're with you, it no longer becomes mine. Like, it's us. We're balancing us together through soul. And it no longer becomes steps, orders, trying to figure them out. It literally becomes that form of art of balancing soul. Woo! It gets deep. Every time we talk twin flame truth bombs, I feel like I'm dropping a truth bomb and then I add a layer of like deep soul talk. It's like truth bomb drop and then let's go soul mode. Soul mode on.
That's because that's what this journey is. It's all soul. So there's got to be some soul drops, the truth bombs.
It's soul drop, truth bomb, soul drop. We love you guys. Bye. If you want more of these, twin flame truth bomb and some soul with it. We love you. Bye, loves.
Bye.